Greeting to all from School Management and Organization subject. Today we will discuss about meaning, definitions and functions of the school. So from this topic, let us first discuss about meaning of the school. So here first in meaning of the school, let us discuss about traditional meaning of the school. The term school has originated from the Greek word skole, which means leisure. The reason for associating leisure with school is probably due to the fact that in ancient Greece, liberal education was imparted only to a few selected members of the society. In ancient Greece, so what was the position of education? It was completely liberal education. Liberal education means that there is no force, there is no pressure to get education. So that education was imparted only for few members of the society, few selected members of the society. It was not available to all section people, especially for poor people. So there it was a privilege of the aristocratic people who had enough leisure at their disposal. So here aristocratic people means what? Rich people. Rich people, those both in a economical manner, social manner, cultural manner, those who are rich people, they are going to call as aristocratic people only. So they had an education during ancient period of that time. So they had immense amenities. Amenities means what? Facilities to receive a liberal education, because in getting of education, what are going to play an important role? Facilities. So aristocratic people were having immense facilities to receive a liberal education, and education was not vocational, it is not compulsory, there is no need to learn education, not so much related to livelihood. So whatever education they had got, so that education is not vocational education, and that education is not related to livelihood of the people. It was mainly a cultural exercise, and also it is a luxurious attainment. Education only for entertainment, it was not for livelihood of the people. The school therefore was associated with leisure in ancient period. So in the past, society was simple and life was not complicated. The family provided the child with all the experiences that he needed for leading his life effectively. The child was made aware of his duties and responsibilities, his relationship with other individuals and the environment. Later, the religious functions and institutions, fairs and festivals enriched his experiences, because religion, institution, fairs, festivals, these all are going to provide experiences. Then he imitated the lifestyle of his parents and also fellow members, and adopted the age old vocations and roles of adults in the society. So thus he was acquiring education through informal agencies. Informal agencies means when you are going to get education without concentrating on the rules and regulations, without concentrating on the facilities, without concentrating on the physical resources, human resources, then that type of institution, that type of agency is called as a informal agencies. So here the cultural heritage was being transmitted from one generation to another generation. Next to modern meaning of the school. Gradually, society becomes larger and got complex with the development of civilization. Human knowledge and experience got accumulated over the years. It was not possible on the part of the family. Examples: parents, brothers and sisters to transmit all the cultural wealth to the child informally. So here there is need for formal agency called school and a specialized group of persons called teachers. At first, the home of the teacher was the school. The home of the teacher was the school because there were no facilities at that time, and where a few students used to stay home of the teacher and receive education. And as the quantum of knowledge increased and different facilities and branches of knowledge started growing, specialization took place. School with a group of teachers having specialized knowledge and skills came into existence as the alphabets originated, writing developed, and the accumulated knowledge could be preserved in the written form like manuscripts. Subsequently, printing technology made it is possible to spread knowledge through books, and education was made available to all. Because of printing machine, because of a technology, because of the alphabets, so whatever knowledge is there, so that knowledge we are spreading through books and also education, which was made available to all even now also. Education which was limited, a few people could be open to many, and the schools were set up in a large number to impart education to all. In modern trend, in all areas, number of schools were established for the purpose of giving or imparting education to all section of the people. So thus education was formalized and schools acted as the formal agencies of education. So here formal agencies of education means what? Rules will be there, regulations will be there, timetable will be there, physical resources will be there, human resources will be there. So by providing all these things, by providing all these resources, when you give education, then that agency is called as formal agencies of education. All children in fact should now go to school and acquire education. So here democracy has made it possible to universalize education, and the school worked as an important agency or institution for providing education. Because of democracy, so now universalization of education is taking place. At the same time, school is playing an important role for the purpose of providing education to the all section of the people. So this is meaning of the school. Now we will learn definitions of the school. So here first definition who is given? John Dewey. School is a special environment where a certain quality of life, certain types of activities and occupations are provided with the object of securing the child's development along with desirable lines. According to John Dewey, school is a special environment where what will be there? Quality of life will be there, certain activities will be there, certain occupations will be there for the purpose of development of the child in an all-round manner. So this is the definition of John Dewey. Next, second definition, J.S. Ross. Schools are institutions devised by civilized man for the purpose of aiding in the preparation of the going for well adjusted and efficient members of the society. According to J.S. Ross, what is school? Because school is going to provide education for the purpose of adjust in society. Because in society each and every member is going to play an important role. If you want that student should be member of the society, then he has to get education. Where he has to get education? In school. So then according to Professor Rayburn, he has called the school a cooperative society or a society where cooperation is sought. School is nothing but what type of society it is? Cooperative society. Because what will be there in schools? Physical facilities will be there, human resources will be there, students will be there, non-teaching staff will be there. So among all these people, what will be there? Cooperation will be there. Because of that reason, it is a society where what will be there? Cooperation will be there, according to Professor Rayburn. Next to Ottaway. According to Ottaway, the school may be regarded as a social invention to serve society for the specialized teaching of young. For young people, you are giving education for the purpose of giving education for young people. What is going to play an important role? School is going to play an important role. So in school, what will be there? Society is going to be there. Means that whatever actions, reactions are going to take place in society, same actions and reactions are going to reflect in the school itself only, according to Ottaway. Next, last definition, according to T.P. Nunn, the school must be thought of primarily not as a place of learning where certain knowledge is learned, but as a place where young are disciplined in a certain form of activities, namely those that are of the greatest and most permanent significance in the wider world. School is nothing but, according to T.P. Nunn, it is not the place of learning, it is the place of learning a discipline. Because in society, what is going to play an important role? Discipline is going to play an important role. So for the purpose of acquiring discipline, what institution is going to play an important role? School. Yes or no? Why? Because school is nothing but it is just like a temple. It is a devotional place, because where everything will go on according to the aims and objectives of the society itself only. So these all are the definitions of school. So now we will discuss in detailed manner about various functions of the school. Gradually, the school has been required to discharge a large number of responsibilities. So here, school is going to have large number of responsibilities. It is duty of the school to fulfill the needs of the society, the aspirations of the society. So that's why there is a need to take the responsibility of number of issues. So what are those? Then what are the most important functions of the school? So here, first one, conservation of culture. Conservation of culture is nothing but storage of culture. The accumulated knowledge. Accumulated knowledge means what? Arranged information. And culture are handed over from one generation to another with the help of the school. Because of the school only, whatever cultural knowledge is available, that cultural knowledge we can transform from one generation to another generation with the help of the school. The traditions, customs and heritages are transmitted over years through education. Because of education only, whatever traditions are there, whatever customs are there, whatever heritage is there, so these areas we can able to transform from one generation to another generation because of education itself only. The school provides the child with the minimum culture for enabling him to lead happy and rich life. So here, what school is going to provide to the child for the purpose of enriching their culture, at the same time for the purpose of leading a life happy and also in a rich manner. What is going to play an important role? School is going to play an important role. So here, next second one, promotion of culture. Promotion of culture means what? The school is also required to generate new culture and to renew the old one. So here, two things are going to take place in the school. One is possibility of generation of new culture, and the second one, whatever culture which is available in the school, so that culture we can able to renew, we can able to bring changes in that culture. It is only possible in school itself only. Next, it trains children in a manner that helps them to enrich and orient the past heritage through various intellectual pursuits. Here, children are going to get training for the purpose of enriching their past enrich by concentrating on the present and also future development of the society itself only. By using innovative activities, a school can able to promote cultural advancement among the people. Next, third one, all round development of the individual. In school only, there is a possibility of all round development of the child is going to take place. Why? Because whatever facilities or whatever resources are required for all round development of the child, those facilities, those resources are going to be available in the school itself only. Then what are those resources? Physical resources, economical resources, human resources, teaching, learning, material, everything will be available in the institution, in the school itself only. Because of these resources only, there is a possibility of all-round development of the child. The school takes place all care for developing the whole personality of the child. The physical, the mental, social, moral and spiritual development of his personality is facilitated by different activities of the school. Because in a school, different activities are going to take place. Because of those different activities only, personality of each and every individual is going to be developed in a all-round manner. Means that in a physical manner, in a mental manner, in a social manner, in a moral manner, in a spiritual manner. Next, fourth one, preparation for life. An individual prepares himself for life with the help of the school. If any child wants to prepare himself to lead his life happily, school is going to play an important role. Because school will help any individual to prepare himself for life. The knowledge, understanding, skills and attitudes that are necessary for his future life are taught to him by the school itself only. Because individual is going to get everything in school. He is going to get knowledge, he is going to develop his skills, he is going to develop his attitudes in a positive manner. Because of that reason only, he can able to lead his future life in a happy manner. He enabled to prepare himself for playing number of roles like a guardian of the family, a neighbor of the locality, a citizen of the country, a member of the professional group and so on. He should acquire necessary competence for discharging the responsibilities which are there in the society. So here, whatever responsibilities are there to you as a member of the society, so you can able to discharge your responsibilities by using your competences. Because all competences you are going to learn in the school itself only. And last one, developing school efficiency. Success of democracy as well as development of the country largely depends on the social efficiency of its citizens only. So here, if you want to get success in life, if you want to lead your life in a happy manner for the purpose of getting success of democracy, what development of the country, everything is going to depends upon the social efficiency of the child, mental efficiency of the child, spiritual efficiency of the child, skill of the child. Everything is going to play an important role. Students have to be trained in effective citizenship, in utilizing democratic methods, in enjoying rights and performing duties. For the purpose of performing your duties in society as a member of the society, you need to train in using different methods in your life. For that purpose, what is going to play an important role? School is going to play an important role. The school has to provide adequate facilities for such training and experience in all these spheres, which promotes social productivity and efficiency of the society. For the development of the individual, school has to provide adequate facilities which are going to play an important role for the purpose of getting a training, for the purpose of getting an experience of all areas to promote social productivity and efficiency of the citizens. So this is about meaning of the school, definitions of the school and functions of the school. Thank you.